Hey guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch, and you could call this kind of a insert video. I've been meaning to start a in-depth series about window tinting, and I thought this was a good time to do it. And as you see, I've already got this headliner out. I'm ready to do the next series, next episode in that series. But before we get there, I've talked about pulling this tint out. All right. And usually get in, oh man, that's going to be a terrible job. It's gonna kill us. We're going to die. Well, here's the thing. It's got to be done. Right? How do you do it? Now you see what I've got here. Okay. This took 8 single edge razor blades. You go, wow. The the most useless and most dangerous tool is a dull tool, okay, or a damage tool. That's why you can buy these things, garden variety, single edge razor blades in packs of 100, and they're less than $5 or something. Why? How do you know that it's a garden variety razor blade? Well, it says it at Harbor Freight. It's right there. Garden razor blade. This is garden variety right here, boys. It says it right on the box. Packs of 100. Use a fresh blade. When you're going at it, now how do you go at it? Keep it wet. This is slip solution. How do you make slip solutions used by the window tinters? To one, if you're getting it off, it allows the razor blade to have less friction and to do a better job at actually cutting off the stuff. Okay, but then two, the tinter uses it when he puts the tint on. He gets the slip solution to get all the stuff off the window, put it on, and then squeegee the slip solution out of the way. That's how he does his job. I know because I actually made a living for a while with a spray bottle from Home Depot, some slip solution, and a razor knife. Now, what is slip solution? Sounds pretty vital to the industry. Well, secret is this amount here is about, I don't know, half a capful of Dawn dishwashing liquid. And you say, why Dawn dishwashing liquid? Because Dawn has a special chemical. It's called a hydrocarbon emulsifier. And what it does, it breaks down carbon, separates carbon from the hydrocarbon molecule. Without carbon, it's not sticky anymore. Okay? So as you spray it on and as you work it in, it not only is a lubricant, but it also breaks down the adhesion too, and it helps a little bit. You'd be surprised. After you do this for a while, play with it. Uh, how do you get it all done? You say, man, that was a lot of work. Well, it was. How do you get it all done? Well, make a game of it. Yeah, make a game of it. All right. And what's the game? How long can you make the booger? As you see here, I've been playing the game pretty good because I've dropped very little to none. Matter of fact, this is still connected right there. So I've got a nice long booger here. All right. So when it drops, it won't make a big mess. You start chipping the stuff off and the stuff goes everywhere. Oh, it's a mess. But see, if you keep it wet and you keep the blade sharp, you get the idea. Around the corner. So you get the idea. So now it's going to all fall in place. Be sure you put something under here because remember, we're not tearing the whole inside out. Now, if you guys have no interior or anything, we'll just put something on the ground to catch it, bucket or something, and let it all fall in it. But this stuff gets on everything. It makes a mess. And Janie wants me to take particular attention to the interior of this. Matter of fact, she scolded me and she's absolutely right. I should have put a sheet over this sofa because now I'm going to have to really clean it well. But put put down some drop cloths and things like that. It's I had a comment saying that why don't you get to the point and stop talking about those things like this? But guys, I really feel it's important. You know, Janie doesn't like the fact that I may get this sofa nasty. I mean, I'm saying I won't get that bad. No, she's right. It needs to be covered. Well, you know, you should do that. All right. These small things are really important. Cleanup time is a big deal. All right. I have the floor kind of nasty right now, but that's the floor. So when you're scraping this stuff off, this window tint, look at every square inch like it's your adversary. Keep it at the certain angle that it works. I usually cut about 3/4 of a line, and don't just go all over the place with it because you'll miss stuff. If you keep it in order and keep going logically, start in here, you start here, and you work your way all the way down to here. You'll get that tint off. If you take it to get retinted, the guy's not going to groan when he comes in with that purple tint. He's going to go, oh, I don't even want to touch it. If it's clean, if you've cleaned it, and then he cleans it because he needs to clean it to do his job, but you've already cleaned it once, he's going to do a better job. That's a way that you can help him. Clean is what needs to happen. Down in here, there's a lot of dirt and nasty stuff. You want to wipe all that stuff out. Get it really clean, because one small piece of dust when he goes to put new tint on there will show up big time. You don't want that, okay? You say, well, I don't want any tint. Well, I agree, but there is tint now. It's not real cheap, but it's actually DOT approved to put on windshield. It's called Nanoflex film. You can look it up. I think also Lumar makes it. Air 80, I think it's called. But it's as clear as it could possibly be, but it blocks out a lot of heat. Okay, it's a reflective that you can't tell. So at bare minimum, we're going to do something with this. But first step is to get it clean. The first step, if you're going to do your windows, say you don't have tint on yours, still go through it with a razor blade like this and clean the window. It just makes it so much better. Don't rely, oh, there's a piece of crap. He didn't mean to. He missed it. If you scrub it down one time, and then he does his job and scrubs it down, chances are it's going to be clean, and he's going to be happy, and you're going to be happy. All right, so you take your slip solution, you cut it all down, right? Then, when you get that done, you take a sponge, scrub it. Then you can take a squeegee and you're going to squeegee it. So you're cleaning it 3 ways. You're scraping it, you're scrubbing it, and you're squeegeeing it. Now it's clean. All the edges, you want to wipe them clean, real clean. Okay? That's how the window will be prepped and ready to be tinted. All right? So this will be the beginning of that series. And for you guys that are following along with the sidewalls, the next video, I'm going to talk about how I cut this panel apart, why, and what we're going to do next. And I got some exciting news on some trim and some things that I found. Actually, a piece that I haven't had for over 10 years, I found something that's actually better. Can't wait to show you guys. All right, well, look, thanks. Hit like and subscribe and share and all that kind of stuff. Ranch hands, thank you very much. I hope this is interesting to you. You're going to have to do the tinting. You won't believe how bad your eyes were until you got new glasses, right? Right? Well, if your windshields are fogged out like mine, it's going to be a whole new motorhome when I have new windshields put in. And when you get that old purple tint off of there, it'll be a whole new motorhome inside. It'll be very, very nice. So is it worth doing all the work? Yes, it is. Okay. And I am speaking from somebody that was a tinter. You couldn't pay me to do it now. Why? Because it's too hard. You pay a guy to roll a good game of bowling that's been bowling for a while. You don't just take the ball and go throw it, right? So that's really what window tinting is all about. If you do want to tint yours, if you really want to do it, then you do one window and keep doing it until it's really good. And maybe that much of practice might get you a decent job finished, but you will have some learn time. All right. Well, good. Well, okay, you guys back to the headliner. That'll be on the next video. And for you window tint guys, the next one is uh, films. And talk about what kind of films there are, what you should look for. If you're going to have somebody do the job, I want to teach you a little bit about what he's got. Hopefully, will describe to you. If you're going to do it yourself, I'm going to tell you what to look for. All right. Look, again, thanks again, and we'll see you next time.